Hi, my name is Freya. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm a pet sitter from North Wales. So just bear with me please, because I am filming off my phone and then reading notes. So I hope people don't mind because I actually do have a script. And this is basically just to cover all my key points. I will try to keep it short and sweet, but there is a bit to cover. But anything that you think that I've missed, please click and subscribe, because that will help this channel out. So basically this introduction video is to cover my experience and background. So it is a bit of a personal video of me washing my 5 dogs, so you can click ahead to that part if you want, but this beginning bit will be just me explaining what I do, my background, and my experience. So just quickly, my background: I have 5 dogs, horses, ponies, chickens and sheep. 2 of my pugs are disabled, so Possum can walk, so she still can use like her back legs, and Darcy is wheelchair bound, so her legs don't work, so she's like really disabled. But I'll get into that into more detail as I go along. So yeah, so I just wanted to cover as well why I'm creating this channel. It's for potential clients to get to know me in a more personal and professional way, and before bookings, just to give people a peace of mind really about who I am and what I do. And generally I just enjoy videography and vlogging and photography as well as traveling, so it might not all be pet sitting. I don't know yet, so yeah. So I do have a website coming soon for pet sitting, so I'll let everyone know when the website is actually launched. But if you know of anyone that needs a reliable pet sitter in the meantime, send them my way. I don't mind travelling within reason, but some quotes may vary due to travel costs depending on the booking, what the client sort of like needs and how long the booking is, sorry. So I do have 2 Facebook pages. So one's for photography and videography and just like marketing for like social media. So I've got Instagram pages as well, but I just want to focus on Facebook at the moment. So I'll leave like links below. So my 2 Facebook pages are photography and videography and stuff like that, as I've just said, and the other one is for reviews. So I actually do have a Facebook reviews page of clients, and some of those clients have rebooked, but because of me starting out I'm very new to this, so I'm still sort of like building up my reviews as I go along, but I can send them to people, but the links are below if people want to look at those Facebook pages. So yeah, and then I've also got a Rover profile with a few reviews on that, but it's like the same sort of people. So mainly at the moment I'm just working through Facebook and Rover until my website launch. So as I've said, I will let you guys know when that actually happens and make a video on it. So hopefully that gives you a bit of transparency, to get in contact if you so wish. So another thing that I do want to cover quickly is I do have a basic and advanced DBS check. And I'm also insured, and I also drive, and I have my own car, so I can send like my DBSs to people because I can bring them to people's houses, and usually people that's the first thing that they want to see. So I do have those, so basic and an advanced one. So yeah, so my experience pet sitting and pet walking, I actually have that experience, but the only thing that I don't do, that I'm not currently doing at the moment, is pet boarding. So this like is for dog pet boarding and cat pet boarding. So this is like kennels at my home, so I might do that later on. I honestly don't know because I'm quite new to this. So yeah, so we'll see, but I mostly do pet sitting for clients in their homes, staying in people's homes generally, so the pets don't have to go into kennels. so it just sort of like helps that pet like not break that pet's routine. So my other sort of things that I do add into my pet sitting is a little bit of cleaning and PA work. But if I do those sorts of things, I sometimes will charge for that individually, and that's like on an hourly rate. But so far I've sort of not done like PA work, but I do have experience doing that. So yeah, but at the moment it's just like pet sitting and pet walking. So I will mention a little bit about my experience as like a PA. For like the elderly, I also worked in care, but at the moment I just want to like cover my experience as a pet sitter, and get into a little bit more of my personal background growing up with animals, and like living on a farm. So I'll do that first. So I'm going to also jump back in a little bit into like pet sitting, just like to generalize it. So at the moment I'm pet sitting in people's private homes. It's mostly dogs and cats. So I am looking to expand this into other areas of pet sitting possibly. So I like all things equine really. I absolutely love horses and ponies. I love animals and reptiles and poultry, and farm animals as well. So I do come from a farming background, as I've mentioned. So most of my family are in farming, and a lot of my friends have small animals anyway, you know, such as rabbits and guinea pigs and stuff like that. So I've sort of feel like I've got the best of both worlds really, and a lot of my friends have cats as well, so that's, you know, it's good, and family. So I do live on a farm. My sister has horses and ponies, and I've had horses and ponies since I was little, as well as dogs, puppies. So I may offer equine services later on, farming PA work, but it still will be pet sitting at people's homes, you know, at the moment. So generally I sort of like to sort of keep it to pet sitting, you know. It may change, but you know, who knows. But I honestly don't know with the equine situation. I am looking into this more, but I've not had inquiries of that nature yet. But I am just putting it out there just in case. I'm also like a novice rider, so I'm sort of like not an advanced rider as well. So I would assume this may or may not affect what clients want, excuse me. But I am very experienced with mucking out and grooming, and being helpful in general. I enjoy being around horses and ponies. I do feel like I've got a lot more to learn, but I love equine sport. I love showing, and even agility courses, you know, even for like dogs and stuff like that. But with the equine thing, I really do enjoy like the show atmosphere and stuff like that. So my sister actually does show her horses, and her ponies as well, so I enjoy that. And I do a bit of like PA work. Say PA work, I'm just like trying to be as helpful as I can. So I like doing like videography for that, and photography as a hobby. So this sort of thing for like family, and even friends as well. So yeah, I sort of like try to be helpful and not get in the way, and obviously like pick up the slack where it's needed. So yeah, so I love doing that. I love being around horses, and yeah, like I like mucking out stables. Probably shouldn't admit that, but yeah, I just generally like being around horses and ponies. So I'm just putting out there, just in case people have larger farm animals or horses or ponies. So I am still looking into insurance for this sort of thing. So it is basically just pet sitting at the moment, but because of sort of like my experience at home, I am able to sort of like adapt to these sorts of situations. So anyway, it just depends really what the client needs. So I also have experience with sheep on our farm, and I do have chickens, and I actually love my chickens so much. So yeah, so I really like poultry. I think they're adorable. And we also have my 5 dogs, but sadly I don't have a cat. I have really wanted a cat for years, you know, but we live next to a main road, so I can't have one. So yeah, but thankfully I get to look after clients' cats. I always find them very cute and fun, you know, and mostly they enjoy like fusses and cuddles, and I do think they're, again, like poultry, they're adorable. Well, I think all animals are adorable. So for my first cat pet sitting experience, I had one of my clients' cats actually sleep on the bed next to me, and that was a very lovely experience. So that was one of my first cat sitting experiences, so amazing. So yeah, so they're cute, adorable and fluffy. I also know how to keep cats and dogs away from each other, so I do follow clients' strict instructions, sorry, right down to the last detail. So if a client has given me specific details about the animal's temperament and stuff like that, I do try to follow sort of like what I've been told to do, you know, for the safety of the animal, because not all pets get on. And I know that definitely from having horses and dogs and even poultry, because some poultry don't even get on either. So if I can do that for a client, you know, well, if I can do that for a client, sorry, you know, they're very happy with that. So I also cover like a pet's nutrition as well and their diet. So I am very soft, of course. I do like to give treats, but I'll always ask the client first, like what the animal's health is like, if the pet is ill and stuff like that, because even I've had like animals in the past and they've been unwell and stuff like that. So I do try to follow what the client says completely. So that is a little bit about my background and my experience as a pet sitter. So my other experience as a PA was for my elderly grandparents in their 80s. So I looked after my nan who had dementia. My nan was also disabled and like terminally ill, and this was to help my 8-year-old uncle who looked after her, as he's been ill as well, with chronic health issues. So I have live-in PA experience with like early morning starts and late finishes due to my nan's illness. So this is very one-to-one care. But I'm not really doing this type of care work, and I am focusing more on pet sitting. It's just so you know a little bit more about my background, working as a PA, and being in someone's private home, as trust really has to be there for me to like come into someone's home, you know, and look after their animals and stuff like that. So I have that experience. And then I also worked for Nurse Plus. So I was working with like the elderly, and like they had all different like health issues. They also had like dementia and stuff like that. So I did that for a year, and then COVID happened and then everyone had to isolate. So yeah, like I have that experience as well. So I also have experience working with children, and obviously like I've got an advanced DBS, and I also have helped like my family with their children. So just putting that in, as I do read comments online on pet sitting platforms, and a lot of people do worry about strangers coming into their home, which is very understandable, and some have had bad experiences. Some people have actually lost money on some websites and not found anyone to pet sit, and this of course, you can tell in the comments that people are just generally frustrated because, you know, it's quite a stressful thing to find pet sitters that you can rely on. So I do take people's personal privacy and client worries and safety very seriously, including online safety, to safeguard clients' online privacy as well, because I am a creative content that doesn't make any sense. I am a content creator, sorry, and I do this as like a hobby, you know, and obviously I do a lot of photography and videography, so I'm very well aware of like online safety. You know, even when posting on social media, I don't show everything, even if it's personal. If I'm in someone's private home as well, despite me doing other things on social media, other to pet sitting, as someone creative, I'm still a private person. And I know from working as a carer, you can't just post things of other people and stuff like that. So I just really wanted to cover that. I know this video is sort of like dragging on things like that a bit. I do find that this is something that, you know, people generally are worried so about this sort of thing. So I hope that, you know, I hope you guys are okay with this like long video. So yeah, also I don't go into any private rooms. I don't abuse privileges as often. Clients will let me use their facilities, stuff like expensive coffee machines. I know this sounds daft, but clients are very generous a lot of the time. So this is not always the case, but often or not, the clients are very generous. So I generally don't tend to use very expensive things just in case they break, or generally I don't try to be disrespectful in people's homes. This includes interaction with clients' neighbours, their family, friends, and especially people's children, as I do often start to meet people's loved ones later in rebookings. But obviously I'm still new to this, but this is generally what happens after working, you know, like a few bookings or whatever. So yeah, so it is what it is. I just thought I'd put this in. So I always try to be polite, and generally I just spend time working in and around clients' pets. This includes giving pets attention, being in the kitchen and the living room area. Generally the pets follow me everywhere. I'm allowed to go, you know, in certain places in clients' homes. So often or not, the pets will stay with me in my room, or generally just follow me around, as I've said. So, you know, a pet will stay in with me in my room if they're allowed, if they're sort of like used to that in their routine. I absolutely don't mind. And to be honest with you, even if the pet is small, like even with cats or, you know, or whatever, like I do actually feel safer with people's pets generally, because they're vocal. They will always let me know if people are around, and they make good safety alarms. So there is that. So this enables me to work from people's homes in a relaxed atmosphere for pets without disturbing the pet's routine. This is also, you know, without noise pollution and annoying their neighbours. So most of the time I'll be working on social media, hobbies, interests, and hanging out with fur babies, cooking and giving treats, working and watching films. I am mindful to give pets attention. Generally pets are a lot like little kids, so I do tend to keep an eye on them and make sure they're not up to mischief. I don't drink once in a blue moon, so I don't really drink in clients' homes, to be honest. And this is important really that clients know this. It's very, very rare, but on a lot of pet sits I am offered wine. As I said, clients are very, very generous, you know, because obviously sometimes meals can be included, so I get offered wine a lot by clients. It's a really, really nice gesture, and generally clients are absolutely lovely. So yeah, but I have more of a sweet tooth, to be honest, shamefully. I absolutely love sweets. So yeah, I love chocolate, but I like healthy food too. So like, I only really drink socially anyway, to be honest. So yeah. The other thing that I don't do, I don't smoke. I don't smoke at all. So clients don't have that worry either. I mostly like doing yoga and fitness, mostly as a weekly routine. So like walking, running, and this can be with pets. So I do like to run and be outdoors. So yeah, so I love walking and running, and I sort of like do that at home, you know, like running with our ponies and stuff like that, just for like exercises. So I can do that with clients' dogs, especially if they have like a working dog. So that's pretty much me. I am definitely a creature of habit, and I do like home comforts. So basically it's like Netflix and chill with a bar of chocolate, a hot drink and snacks for pets, and watching TV and having breaks. I do sometimes go out of clients' homes. I've not really done that, to be honest with you, especially because it's like winter. But I think I'm just putting that in there just in case like I ever do need to go out. So basically I imagine in the future I might like go out. Probably will be rare. It will usually be, I would expect, under 4 hours, unless absolutely needed. And I think I would ask a client for, no, I definitely would ask a client first, sorry. So I know like I'm not under house arrest or anything like that. But I do like to inform clients of how pets are and what I'm doing. I do think it's rude not to, as I'm in a client's home, and to be honest with you, you don't know who is about either. So I just try to be as vigilant as I can, and put on all the house alarms and make sure the house is secure. At the moment, it's mostly when I'm pet walking that I'm having to do these things. But these situations, really, I do make a priority to make sure the client is happy, as pets can be stolen, you know, houses can be robbed, can be burgled. So I like to know the client, you know, I like to let them know. I like to let the client know, you know, that everything's fine, especially if they're away. So I don't ever worry about this kind of stuff either, because nothing ever happens. Like, nothing ever really happens. But I will always text the client for these sorts of things. So yeah. I also tend not to leave baby animals or animals that can't be left. Having experience with puppies and sick disabled animals and farming in general, and having horses, I know from my upbringing, you can't just leave animals. You know, you have to sort of make sure that they're okay, and a lot of the time, you know, they will get up to mischief or whatever. So it's like, yeah, so I do in general try not to leave animals alone, and this includes my own pets because they are characters. So yeah. So another thing as well, because I realise this video is quite long, but there's a few more key points that I do need to get through. Another thing is, I will never ever, under any circumstances, invite guests over to clients' houses. I think this goes without saying, to be honest with you. I would never ever dream of doing this. I wouldn't even do this to my own family. It's a little bit different with family, because obviously, but I would still text, but I would just never do this to a client. I think it's absolutely, I just find it really weird. And I don't think like it would, like you just don't know if a person would do this, but I personally wouldn't. So yeah, and I've heard of people doing some weird stuff in people's houses, but this is just one thing that I just would never do. And also touching things I shouldn't be. I think as an artist, I generally admire people's homes, things that have architecture and landscape, gardening, interior designs, or generally if we share the same interests, hobbies. Do you know what I mean? So I find like people just generally very interesting, and I do like a lot of creative stuff outside of pet sitting. So yeah, I try not to touch people's belongings unless absolutely necessary. Like I might make a comment or something like that about decorations and things, you know, especially if it's like Christmas or like a holiday or something like that. But I respect people's privacy. This doesn't mean that I'm not like chilled out and don't enjoy being in people's homes. I'm just generally just trying to be respectful. And this definitely includes not inviting people, you know, into people's homes and posting inappropriate stuff online. It's just really weird and unprofessional, but you do hear these horror stories, so I just wanted to put it out there. So it just goes without saying really, but there are people that do this. So yeah, yeah. And I'd also say that if I am like perhaps like doing a little bit of social media within like a client's home, I would always ask, but generally there's like places where I can go, they're public spaces, you know, and somebody's garden is very different from like using their actually home, and like even a blank wall or something like that. So generally clients are very, very chilled, they don't care. They usually know exactly what I'm doing in their house. I'm pretty predictable, to be honest with you, and I like my routine. And I'm usually too busy anyway to do like social media stuff if I'm between, you know, clients or I've got other things that are going on. So yeah, so I hope that this is like helpful to people that have those sorts of like concerns and things like that. So yeah, so that is basically the end of that. So as I've said before, when pet sitting I give 24-hour updates, so the client will always know what is going on in their home and what their fur child really is doing. So this includes what's going on, you know, outside and inside really, of the home if there's like any issue. This includes like people dropping off like posts and stuff, and just like general stuff. And with like the 24-hour updates, I don't expect clients to always like respond, because I know that like a client will be busy and stuff like that. You know, so I'll send pictures and videos and things like that. And sometimes, you know, depending on what I'm doing, there might be like a little bit of delay with messages anyway, but it's usually like a very chilled sort of thing. But I will always update a client, you know, so they can just like relax. But as I said, I never expect like a client to respond to all the messages that I send. It's just basically for them to like check and then get on with like their day. That is it really. So yeah. So I am more than happy to do online interviews and showing my DBS checks, or bringing stuff like that to clients' homes, or putting it, you know, over to clients. You know, I can bring my DBS on the day of, you know, like my bookings and things like that. But what I won't do is I don't do meeting people for meet and greets, you know, just because I am on social media and stuff like that. It's a little bit different if I know the client and stuff like that, but as a general rule at the moment, it's online interviews only. You know, or if a client needs a quick online chat to discuss quotes and stuff like that, or to talk over the phone. So yeah, so I can make appointments and things like that. And I would say as well, like I do stay in contact with people, and I will chase up clients as well. I understand that people are busy, so like generally I sometimes do have to do that with clients, so this is not an issue. So again, anything I've missed, leave a comment below and I am happy to answer questions in the next video. So the next part of the video, as I've said, is just me on wash day washing my parents' dogs and my dogs. So I apologise for the length of this video, but there have been like a lot of key points and things like that, and I've got a bit more sort of like to say, so please bear with me. I do apologise also for the baby voices. within the video, and I know how long this video is getting as well, but I do feel like you get to know me a bit more and you can just click through if it's boring, like this introduction. But I am like this with clients' pets also. So I do tend to baby pets. I like to treat all animals really like the same, you know, regardless of how big they are, how small. So yeah, so my dogs really are obsessed with snacks and cuddles and fusses. So really on the farm and stuff like that, you know, within the house as well, we usually let them free roam within like reason. I tend to let my clients' pets do the same, because this just makes the pets just like, you know, just relax and stuff like that. But I obviously keep a watchful eye on them just in case. And free roaming for clients' pets can also be constricted to what rooms clients allow their pets in. So as I said, I'm pretty much the same with like my own pets. So that is the end of my massive long introduction. So I am very sorry for like the length of the introduction, but hopefully that's covered a lot if people are curious. But anyway, I hope that you enjoy the rest of the video, and yeah, again, feel free to like comment below. Please click and subscribe, because I'll be posting more content in the next couple of weeks. And if you need a pet sitter, again, like my Facebook links are below. So yeah, so thank you for your time, and yeah, I hope that you enjoy my personalised video. Thank you. So I've got 5 dogs to wash. So Darcy will be first, won't you, Darcy? Because she's disabled. Good girl, Darcy. Please don't jump off the step. And then we've got Possum, who's also disabled. So baby Possum will be second. Georgie will be third. So she's a bit more able-bodied, Georgie is. And then we've got Tiny Sausage, Ethelbert, Gigi. And then we've got Wing, who will be last. Yes. Right, okay, Darcy is in the tub. Right, can you see? I'm sorry about the angle, everyone. Right, are you okay? Oh my goodness. Right, I like to give them a nice soak before I start washing the dogs. Hopefully that made sense. So yeah, so Darcy is just going to have a little bit of a soak, aren't you, Darcy, and enjoy the water. You okay? You right? Oh my goodness. Yeah, and enjoying your bubble bath or not? No, you don't look too impressed at the moment. You usually like a bubble bath. What's wrong? Go cheer up, please. You okay? Oh my goodness. The little bubble. No. Oh. So Dorothy is not impressed, so I'm just giving her another soak. You'll get snacks after this, I promise, okay? Oh my goodness. Right, so I'm gonna rinse her off and then I'll move her onto the towel then. Okay, doodles. Doodles. Oh, oh boo boo. You look you look a little bit happier. Are you sad? My goodness, it's almost over now, I promise, okay? Dear. You enjoying your bubble bath? She's like, no, I want to get out. No. That's what Daniel's just done. Right, you ready to get out now? Yeah, have you had enough? Okay then, we'll get you out, okay? Right, just going, please help me. Oh, Darcy, you usually enjoy baths. Right, we'll get you out now, okay, promise. Promise? And then you have treats and cheese, yes? And snacks, sweeties, cheese. Yes. Just like I'm tired. A little bit. Right, come on then, let's get some cheese. Right. You ready to come out then? Yes. No tie. Right, let's get you out. Right, oh, she's ready. Right, come on, right, take it steady, doo-doos. Oh my goodness, right, shake, shake, shake like a Buddha. Shake, shake, shake. Okay, right, let's put you, right. Okay, oh my goodness, no, not away from the edge. Doo-doos, no, you will fall. Right, oh my god, no, Doo-doos, no. Right, there, that is better. This is what I have to deal with every time. Right, you feel better? You feel refreshed? Right, no, right, no. Look at that adorable face. You feel better? Yes? Oh, so refreshed. Right, okay, we made it out of the bathtub. Yay! Okay, right, good girl. We've got Darcy a new towel, so now I'll blow dry her. So, because she's still a little bit like wet, and she actually doesn't like wet towels underneath her. So yeah, sorry, you can't really see me, but yeah, so I'll give her a blow dry, and she'll be a little bit more comfortable then. So right, come on then. Yes, blow dry. So she's a little bit more comfortable now. So she's got a new towel. Right, we're gonna blow dry you now. So Darcy actually has a wheelchair, so that's her wheelchair that's like very pink and has like some little boots on it for her little toes. Yes, so she actually has like child's nappies, so I've put a little hole in this one where her tail can go, and sounds a bit daft, but it just stops her like urinating everywhere. So she actually has like a hole in this which I've made, so I'm hoping that it works, because I need to measure you again, don't I, for nappies, because dog nappies are quite expensive. So she has been measured, but I've lost the measurements, so I need to measure her again. So anyway, I've got my little tub of Sudocrem, and we shall put your nappy on, and then you can go in your chair then. Yeah, we'll do your little boots. Look, she's like, I want to get down. I'm not enjoying this at all. Oh, you've had enough, haven't you? So these are Darcy's little shoes for her wheelchair. They are like mucky at the moment, so she has got another pair, but I'm just like busy fixing them at the moment. So what these do is this stops her feet like rubbing on the floor, because she's still got some like sensation in her back legs. So yeah, so just put these on so that her like fur and everything doesn't get scraped off, because she is notorious for trying to stand on her back legs in her wheelchair. Already her little shoe has come off. Darcy, come back here please. So her little shoe is falling off. Your shoe needs to come back on, young lady. So here we have Possum. Oh, she's not happy. Good girl. So she's a little bit crusty on her nose, just in case anyone's wondering. So we'll put some cream on that when we're done. I know, sweetheart. You're like, no, none of you are happy today for getting a bath. Right, come on then, let's get you washed. She's like, I want to get out. Right, good girl. Possum, you're going to get snacks after this, sweeties. And cheese? No. Okay. Almost done now. not wiggly? Yeah. Is that nice? Do you not feel more refreshed now? Are you just not happy? You're not happy you've had to have a wash? You're very stinky. Okay, another towel in a second. Yeah, another towel. Good girl, Possum. You've just had enough. No more washes. No more washes. Is that what you're saying? This is Possum washed and she's not happy with me at all. You're still wet. You still need to be blow dried. You're not happy with me. She's not happy. Look at that face. Are you annoyed? You look very annoyed right now. Yes. So annoyed. Are you annoyed you've had a bath? Are you? Possum? Are you very annoyed that you've had to have a bath today? Yes. My goodness. I thought you would enjoy it. Last time you were quite cool with having a bath. So, you've not had a nice time with your bath? So annoyed. Yes. You're not happy with me. You're not happy. You've had to have a wash. You're looking very displeased. You are, oh my goodness. You do not look happy with me at all. Why are you not happy? You have to have a wash. You do. Oh, so nice. You gobbled that up all in one mouthful. Yeah, you've had your treat now. Good girl. Okay. So now we have little George, and she's just heard the packets of treats rustling. So I think she thinks that she's getting treats. There's no treats, Georgie. So we're going to wash Georgie next. You ready? No. Yeah, you want to have a bath? Yeah, look at the excitement on your face. Is Georgie ready to have a bath? Oh, Wingy, with your wiggly tail. You ready for a bath? Look at that face. Are you ready for a bath? Georgie wants bath. You want a bath? Would you like to have a bath? Yeah, so you're stamping your foot for treats. No, you can only have sweeties after. Once you've had your bath, then you can have a sweet then. My goodness. Bath time. And she's like, no. Yes. Okay then. Right. Some baby shampoo. Oh my goodness. Yeah. And then wash his little back legs and a flute tail. That's it. And wash his tummy. Oh, sorry, George. Good girl. Oh, yay. Right. Okay. There you go, my love. Oh, no, don't shake, please. I know, you've had enough. Right, you face this way then, please. Thank you. Right, you sit down. Sit that bottom down, please. Sit down. Sit the bum bum down. Sit the bum bum down. Thank you. Sit down. Shoo, sit down. Thank you. So isn't that better? You can relax now. Oh my goodness. Come on. You're fine. Being a hypochondriac. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Fine. You want sweeties? We're going to have sweets after this. Yeah, would that make everything so much better? Goodness. Ooh. You have sweeties. Yeah. And then you'll feel a lot better if you have sweets. Sweets? Yeah, my goodness. Yeah, and then do a second wash. No, you can't climb out. No. You're the little rotter. Get down, please. Thank you. Right, let's put some more shampoo on and then we'll give you another wash. Because you're very stinky. Can you please get down off the sink? Gigi. Can you get down off the sink, please? No, you're being a nana. There'll be no sweets after that. Yeah, there'll be no sweets. Yeah, there won't be. Turn that frown upside down, please. Can you get down? Can you get down off? Yes, I know you want to get out, but you can't. Right, get down, please. Thank you. Let's give you another wash. That's it. Okay. Ready, tail. Do that tummy again. Okay. Right. No. Oh my goodness. Right, there you go. Oh, nice clean. Oh, you little monkey. No, you're not done. Come on. Right. Right, one more soak, please. Okay. No soap on your tummy. You ready to get out then? Yeah? Okay, I know you've had enough. Right. Okay. Right, and then shake, shake, shake. Look at how my little shake. Okay. Right, no. Oh. Ooh, no, George. No, stop. Right, okay. Gigi. No, you can't have a snack. No. Gigi. No. George. Can you sit still, please? No. George. Right, let's take. Okay. Got your clean out. Right, okay. You want a snack? George. Oh. Oh. You are so naughty. Right, go that way, please. Thank you. What a nana. You're a little monkey. Yeah. You're a little monkey. Can you sit still, please? Just. Okay, these away. Put them there for Windy and Apologise. The little monkey. Right, no. Good girl. Okay, I know. You really, really don't like Paws, do you? No, Bertie. Baby, no. You need a wash. Can't go around all spiffy. Right, okay. Good girl. Do you quick as lightning. Come on, Ethel, please. Evie, no. That's it. I know you're not happy. Well, you don't have to have the blow dryer. You don't like that. Yeah, it's going to make you cry. Wee, look, it's fine then. It's alright. Right, come on, please, because I don't want you falling out. Thank you. Come on, please. Thank you. Good girl. Oh my goodness, you're so good. So you can have snacks. Yeah. You get your snacks. Right, do you want a snack? What's this? Oh my goodness. This one? Oh, say thank you. And then you have that. That's it. Good girl. Oh, Wingy's turn to have a wash. Yes, we've been outside with the ponies and Tay. Yeah, you ready for your bath or your shower? You ready for your shower? And then you get a treat afterwards. Yeah. Oh, the baby. Yes. Come on, please. Thank you. Wingy, come on, please. And please. And thank you, good girl. Okay. No, tiny. No, shoo. Come on then. Ooh. A treat. Would that make you feel so much better? I think Georgie wants the treat. The treat is for Wingy. Would a nice sweetie make you feel better? Would a sweetie make you feel, would Wingy feel better with her sweet? I think she would. Yeah. Do you want a snack? Oh my goodness. Does that mean you feel better? Yeah. Oh, so much nicer. You should have no water away. No, George, you've had yours. Like, Georgie's not happy. No, you've had yours. She stood right there. You've had your treat. You have. That was Wingy's treat, not for baby George. Yeah. The little monkey. Is that better? Oh my goodness. Do you feel better now? Do you feel refreshed like everyone else? Or you just hate baths still? Ooh. You just hate baths, Wing. Yeah. Okay. Got a little bit of sleep there. Oh, so refreshed. So refreshed. Possum, what are you doing? Yes, baby scamp. Possum. You're so naughty. Yes, that's not your towel, that's Wingy's. You are so adorable. You are. Who's so precious? Are you so precious? Yes. Oh my goodness. You are so adorable.